Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of the Sports Shots Pod. I am Kyle, and I'm here with my partner Isaiah. Isaiah, why don't you strengthen up, find that fifth win, and tell me what's in your cup today, or if you're drinking at all.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. For the first time in 30 episodes, I'm not drinking any alcohol. I'm actually drinking water.
People, he's checked into AA. I'm losing him.
Yeah. I'm moving my way up. I was at single A. Now I'm at double A.
And I'm still at triple A after hitting 49 homers in my first year.
Character issue. It's got to be a character issue.
Oh,
You've been showboating, huh? You've been backflipping, huh? You've been backflipping, that's why. No, I'm just
double A, dude. Of course, you got to.
I'm drinking water today. I need to be healthy. I can't just the mañana theory or tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, that'll be better. No, but I like to do. How is it? I'd like to do kind of self-care first. So I make sure I'm eating right, make sure I'm taking my vitamins. I drink a lot of water. Then I go for a run with like a sweatshirt or a jacket to really sweat, and then I come home and take a nice hot steaming shower. And I try to meditate too. So I try to get my mind and body right first before I start taking any like medication. So, but yeah. So water's in my cup.
Big pharma.
Exactly. Self-care, people. Self-care. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Take your daily vitamins like I do. I'm only 28. I'm already taking daily vitamins. I haven't gone to the part where I got vitamins Sunday through Saturday yet, right? But, I'm on that right path. I got a gray hair in my beard. Kyle can't see it because it's too dark. But,
well, you're younger than me, shut up.
Yeah. I am by a few years. But, I'll do a little life update. I kind of want to add a little segment. I've been taking care of my lawn. Kyle knows this, right? I've been putting in some hard Mexican work every weekend. I've been taking care of both my front and backyard.
Are you about to tell what you texted me the other day?
What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, so I was outside. My dad came to pick up to borrow the lawnmower, right? Because we went 50-50 on a brand new lawnmower. And we're outside just having a beer. Oh, yeah, for sure. You got to have a beer during and after long work. Right, so maybe that's why I'm sick, because I don't know how to rest on the weekends. But
yeah, that is true.
I was in the pool yesterday too, so
that's actually good for recovery.
Is it? Oh, okay. So the lawn's looking great. It went from all weeds to almost perfect ryegrass. Right, it's looking really good. Now, me and my family, we live in a older age neighborhood. There's probably one other couple that's like close to our age, right? A little bit older. But
all I heard was that there's no crime.
So far, thank God. But I've had seen some, not crash outs, but we'll say little blow ups from the neighborhood, little scenes.
Yeah, but neighborhood doesn't have those crazy couples.
Exactly. That's why. So I'm blessed just to be here and have
it's
these
the
neighbors.
YNs you want to watch out for.
Oh yeah. It's some. I can't say N's. I have to say Y's. It's those Y's. You gotta.
I'll say YN with a little R at the end.
Oh, damn, with the hard R. Damn. Lowercase. It's a lowercase R. But my neighbors that live on the other side of me, they're older, right? Senior age, right? We'll just say that. And one comes out and she's like, "Hey, your lawn's looking really nice. It's a lot better." I was like, "Thank you. Like, I appreciate that, right?" And then
Christy, leash him.
And then the other neighbor on the other side says, like, you're putting the whole neighborhood to shame with all the work you've been doing. And then so I text Kyle immediately. I was like, I think I just got hit on by some cougars.
Oh no, you did.
Talking about my grass like a grown man I am.
You got the boomer version of Miss Parker.
Oh yeah, Miss Parker. But so that's looking good. I'm also prepping for my 1-year-old's birthday, so that's fun. Right, big big achievements, accomplishments coming up. So,
Which means there's going to be a lot of non-kid related activities going on. It's going to be a lot of beer.
That's what I'm thinking. But just like if I do say there's gonna be beer, then I have to get an officer, of course, right? Because it's a public building. It's a city building.
Oh, you're doing that at a building? Okay, I thought you were doing it at home.
No. Okay. I'm going somewhere where it could be controlled, not only by me. But then I'm probably gonna have to I know if I ask people to bring beer, they'll bring tons. But I'm not one to typically hey, bring this for my baby's birthday, right? I usually try to dish out all the money, which is good and bad. But because for our baby shower, me and my wife paid for it all. Usually families help out of that. No, we paid for everything. So, but yeah, that's my little life update. I'll go in and shut up, and Cal could finally say what he's drinking.
Well, your life is a lot more interesting than mine. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, I'm working on grass, and you're smoking it, so.
Hey. Priorities, man. I'm actually drinking water, too, because same
Look
thing.
at you.
I just had my workout before.
It's a rare episode. We're both drinking water.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I worked out today, so, and I'm feeling pretty stiff. Because I see how important stretching becomes the older you get. Because there's times where my foot, I feel that tension in my joint, and it makes me want to. It be having me walking like Red Fox sometimes. That shit, it bothers me a lot. I just kind of deal with it because I ain't got the money to go deal with all these doctors and co-pays and all that shit for trying to be 100% healthy. So it's like either you deal with the pain. If you want to be 100% healthy, you got to come out some money. Otherwise, you just deal with the pain until it breaks.
Yeah, you're right. That's kind of what I did with my my tooth. I just wrote out the pain until I couldn't take it anymore. And then went to the dentist, and as I got the thing scheduled, damn it, man! And as I dealt with the pain, I scheduled my appointment, and as I'm waiting for my appointment, the pain kind of subsides, like I stop feeling pain.
I fucking hate when that shit happens.
But
that shit happens to me sometimes when I was actually seeing a podiatrist when I was still in Virginia, and then the days I work out or any other day prior to the appointment, my foot is inflamed. As soon as I walk into the office, fine. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know you were trying to explain how the pain is. You're like, well, when I step like this or like that. But when it happened, my nerve actually died. So, but I still got a crown over it, and now I'm good. I could drink cold drinks again, so that's all well.
Oh, that's the worst pain, when something cold runs across a numb tooth. That pain actually sucks really bad. And I'm dealing with my wisdom teeth on my right side poking out.
My dentist said I actually have room for them. Like they came out. So blessed.
My shits are gonna be jammed up in there, and it's gonna be on the left side where when it's fully out, fully root showing everything, all that shit, it's gonna be sideways type shit. So I'm definitely gonna have to get them shits removed because it was over 10 years ago when I got the first two removed, and I was fucking barbarian when I did that shit. I did not go to sleep for it.
Damn.
Yep. My pain tolerance is kind of, I physical pain tolerance.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same here. Same.
Just imagine if you break your left leg, right?
Big teddy bear tolerance. That's what I am.
I don't know how to explain that, but just imagine if you break your left leg, right? What you gonna do? You got your right leg working. Unless you drive a stick, you're fucked. But you can still drive yourself to the hospital Or
Yeah.
you pay that high ass cost for the ambulance. If you're in America, if you're in Europe, it's probably free.
Canada's free healthcare.
You know, I'm actually pissed off with the Canadians because of what I'm dealing with at work. Fuck them. Because they got some shit that's complicated.
Whoa! I'm gonna bleep that and make it to the real. USA.
No, they got some difficult ass shit that I'm dealing with at work, and it's just hard to get through to somebody.
That's funny. Yeah. Anyway, we've been talking about enough about life. Let's actually get into some sports. Get some sports. Let's talk some NBA playoffs going on right now as we speak.
Damn, Wolves. I actually thought y'all were going to do something. The fuck, Ant? You got to show up every day. Not every other day or every other day. Fuck. Worried about all them damn child supports you got to pay up front. Man, that's the problem with a lot of these athletes these days. And we're going to get into that later at the end. Too fucking distracted.
Yeah. Traveling too much, man. Traveling too much. Too much free time on the road.
I don't understand. Like, you all... Hey, I get you're not going to have your A game every game. But it's like... It was kind of like the same thing with Jalen Green. Like, you got to show up every game. Not just one time and be like, all right, I did my thing. Okay, we see what you're capable of, but you don't do it every day. And that's why Kobe is the greatest, because he did it all the time. Yeah, he took 40 shots, but shit, motherfucker still
he got there. 5.
Numbers. He got
5. You know?
Exactly. He got 5. And he let you know.
Exactly.
Stop the Rockets from getting at least 1.
So, do you think Thunder closes out in Game 5?
Oh, they're closing it out.
Gentleman sweep.
Game 5 at home, they're closing that shit out.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a blowout too. They gonna give him the Memphis treatment.
Oh wait, were they beaten by like 50? Right?
Something crazy like that.
Something stupid.
But no, I mean the series was. It wasn't even. It definitely wasn't as competitive as the Pacers Knicks, but like except for like one game. But no, it was like he definitely showed up against LeBron and Draymond without Curry. But what was the incentive to show up against OKC? Like, who's the legend over there he's trying to kill? Like, if that's the persona that he heavily was trying to carry, and it definitely did not carry through to this series. I'm just talking shit at the same time. Just trying to figure out, outside of the X's and O's, why they ain't showing up. Julius Randle also ain't been showing up. Their bench has been doing better. This is the only reason why the game was even competitive.
Yeah, no, exactly. They gentlemen sweep both the Lakers and the Warriors, and now they're about to get swept out of the way. But yeah, you're right. Pacers Knicks has been awesome. The game 1 when Reese made that last second shot in regulation, and automatically did the choke, right? Yeah. The choke celebration.
You knew he was gonna do that shit.
But then, like, to see that it was a 2 and not a 3, and just to see the shock on his face, like, I mean, they still won, right? Like,
they still not even that, but it's like, think about it in the moment. It definitely felt like a 3, and the way it went down, just because
it should have been over.
Dramatic, it should have been over. Yeah,
away too. I think Tyrese has proven that he has ice in his veins. He's been
more than enough this playoffs.
Yeah, he's a what people call a killer. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot what I was about to say.
Cat saved the Knicks' ass last game. He
did. He scored 20 points or something in the fourth.
Dude couldn't miss.
He was a little. You know, Cat's a little zesty, right? I don't know if you've seen
big
those.
Zesty.
Seen those reels.
Oh my god, those reels are so hilarious. And it's like, at some point you'd be like, y'all looking for shit to make it seem like it's questionable or whatever. So then it's like, why are you even thinking that hard? Makes you wonder.
Yeah. Also, I just remember what I was going to say. You know, the whole thing, Tyrese Halliburton paying homage to Reggie Miller for the celebration, right?
Yeah.
People just hate Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking just that because I didn't speak that thought, but I was like, he's doing the same thing, copying someone else. That's what Jason Tatum is doing, but they hate on him, but not
They hate him so much.
But Halliburton's getting a little bit of hate for whatever reason. For whatever reason, I don't know why either, because he's done nothing but win ball games for him when it mattered. But yeah, that's funny how it's like, okay, one does it and he gets crucified all through social media, and then it's crickets when Halliburton clearly did. I mean, that whole game between Miller and Spike Lee is still fresh in a lot of people's minds. Yeah, especially if you're a Knicks fan, because that's prior to this era. That's time he was truly relevant.
That's called trauma. I mean, that's Reggie Miller's home, Madison Square Garden. Made it his.
Yeah, it's funny. Both franchises are beating the shit out of each other, and neither one of them has a ring in the last 20 years.
And you know what? They're beating shit at each other, but not physically. Draymond needs to learn that. Beat him with gameplay.
Exactly.
Not fouls.
Gameplay. Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have to throw your leg up and kick some dude in the nuts.
Oh, dude, I hate that. I hate that.
And act like that's a natural move.
Yeah, kicking a man in the nuts is not natural, unless you're playing cup check in middle school. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But before we segue to the next topic, I want to throw out a little fact, and I'm going on myself and putting my hand up. I'm wrong, right? So I looked up the success rate of the touch push, right? 86.6% success rate. Pretty high, right? I looked up Tom Brady's QB sneak rate because he was a great QB sneaker. That tall, blanky man knew how to get in there. He had a 91.1% success rate. So, I mean, it kind of helps me saying that you don't need a touch push to do a sneak, but
who's the
get him to it. Yeah, you know, exactly. And then I think they needed 22 votes to pass. I think it was 20 or 21.
The Texans are lame. They voted no. They voted yes to ban it. I mean,
but you know that the other 9 teams voted no, so they could try it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Which is why I don't understand why this whole thing is even a vote. I thought the NFL was a copycat league. I mean, as soon as when Miami busted out that Wildcat, on New England. I know you remember that game.
Yeah, I do.
What did the league do after that? Everyone tried their own version of it. No team didn't bitch and complain. Green Bay about the play being ran on them over and over, and you just don't know how to stop it. If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, the only ones that could stop it.
Dodgers and Yankees.
We just hold on before we get to baseball. Hold on. I think the only defense in front that could stop it is the Buccaneers. They got Vita Vea, and then they got that good old 400-pound boy from Florida. I forgot his name.
I don't give a fuck. I'll still try it against them.
Oh, of course. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna try it, but I'm saying that they have the highest chance. I'm not gonna say it's a above 50%, but there's a chance.
There's a chance,
right? When you QB squats as much as your offensive lineman, I mean, they gotta get through.
And then you got a running back who can do the same and just push the QB behind.
They just got trunk legs, man. They got trunk legs, dude.
I know that's why you hate to play, especially when it's ran up against you.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to play as a Barkley, they call him Barkley fantasy owner, but to each their own. To each their own. Yeah. But let's go and move on to the next topic. I want to talk about Jokic, right? And I just want to bring him up. I know he's out of the playoffs. He got runner-up to MVP, even though he had a better season than last season, which was an MVP season.
Hey, Jordan could have won MVP like 10 times.
Exactly. They got to give it to somebody else, I guess, because I don't know if Shea really approved that much from last year how Jokic did. But anyway, I have Jokic now in my top 5 centers of all time. Now, I'm going to name out my top 5 centers Not in order,
And if
but
one of them,
Jokic
if
is
one
5.
of them ain't named, you are just straight up a hater.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. Ready? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bill Russell. Okay. Wilt Chamberlain. Shaquille O'Neal.
See, you're a fucking
Jokic.
hater. You're a fucking hater, man. You're a fucking hater.
Excuse me. Now, you know me. I'm a stats guy, right?
Block leader, doesn't matter, huh?
Yes, by far. There's no way. Like defensive wise, Hakeem all the way. I will not argue that whatsoever. Right. That's kind of guaranteed. Hakeem played a long time. Played 18 years. Jokic is half
He
that.
literally did everything he was supposed to do. Okay, fuck. They played in the middle of a dynasty, but managed to get 2 in the middle of
did.
that.
He did. Yes, agreed. He was great at what he did, right? But you talk about Jokic, who is great at everything besides the defensive side. He does get blocks. He does get steals.
I'm not arguing you putting Jokic on the list,
So,
but I'm like, I feel like it could have been shuffled around a bit.
So, who, in your opinion, who would you take out of my top 5 and put Hakeem in? Because, like, I feel like adding Wilt Chamberlain is just like a pass. You know, just to fill out your top 5, just because of his stats but when he played, you know.
And I'll take him out because,
yeah, I mean, I'll take him out and I'll put David Robinson.
Because like I'm but then the argument could be made also about who did you say? I didn't even hear.
David Robinson.
He needed a team. I knew you were. I'm not surprised you said that. I could pull up. I mean, if you really wanted to, we could pull up the '95 highlights from the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, trust me. Listen, there's a reason why it was the MVP season. You know, yeah. I'm not arguing how great he is. I have him at 6. You know, but I have Jokic.
You made me lose my train of thought.
He's pissed, people.
Pure centers.
He's upset.
Pure centers.
Pure centers. Pure centers. Tim Duncan doesn't count.
No, and
Dirk doesn't count.
And I know Wilt could have played multiple positions.
Dude, he could have played coach.
Anything. He was a point center and a point forward, and a point guard.
Yeah, playing against him was pointless. That
yes.
joke of the day.
So like, man, I don't know. It's hard. It'll probably be just like a Russian roulette, and I'll land on him.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think Kareem is number 1. Now 2 through 4 you could juggle.
It's really a juggle. It really is. It depends. It just comes down to who you ask.
Shaq is the most dominant, but I see Gronk like Shaq.
I would still
the most dominant.
Have Shaq in the top 5 regardless.
Oh, for sure.
It's easy because I've seen all of his career.
Yeah, so, he was one of the only ones where I saw the majority of his career. I think he got drafted when I was born, 97. I used to have a rookie card of him.
I remember. Well,
but
I'm not going to say I remember his rookie season because that was around the time when I was born. But I remember at least when he started in L.A.
Yeah. I remember him mid
right
L.A. That dynasty
right around when that dynasty happened. Yeah. That's when I started noticing Iverson, who was really my favorite player growing up.
Kobe got drafted 98, I believe.
Like 97.
Something like that. Somewhere around the same time as Shaq. But no, I just wanted to throw that topic in there.
Because remember, Shaq was in Orlando.
Yes, he was drafted in Orlando, played a few years there. Then he went to LA, then he went to the Heat, then he went to the Celtics, and then he went to the Cavs, and then he went to, I don't know if he played for the Nets, the Knicks.
Pop quiz. Who's the last team he played for?
The Heat.
No, well, the last team on the list. You're leaving one out.
Okay, so obviously Magic, Lakers, Celtics, Heat, Cavs. Okay, didn't play for any other Texas teams.
Nope.
The Kings.
Nope.
Wasn't the Warriors.
Nope.
Wasn't the Raptors.
Nope.
Wasn't the Sonics.
Nope. Sonics are already gone.
Or Thunder. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's in the East, right?
Nope.
No, it's not in the East.
Mm-mm.
Damn it. It's not the Pelicans.
I'm surprised this is hard for you.
It is. I mean, you see how many teams you play for? I don't know what the last one was. All right, I give up.
Phoenix.
I got it wrong. Phoenix? I think he wore like 50 or something. I don't know.
He was like 32 in Phoenix.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I just want to throw this topic in because I know I will get a rouse.
He's on track to be on the list. He's not on the track to be the greatest
Sure.
of all time.
Sure.
He's on track on he's not even on the short list. He'll be on the mid list.
Yeah.
Mid
Now,
being like top 5 to 10.
yeah. Now he already has 3 MVPs. Should have had 4, right? But he has 3 already. Right? He has,
There's
4.
just a lot of other better centers.
I'm getting you. His defense.
I mean, even centers that you wouldn't even put in the like list of top 5 or whatever. Like I've seen just what I've seen growing up. Like fucking Ben Wallace was a brick wall.
Yeah. I mean, Dwight Howard in his prime was a pure center.
In his prime,
yeah. He was one of the great pure centers during that time.
I remember Tyson Chandler was a good center for a long time. I'm just talking my era now. I'm just talking my era. I'm not going pre-90s. So I'm just saying just because like that's the kind of era of basketball that I would gravitate to more than what we're seeing now, where it's just chuck and pray. The center that actually guarded the paint, and God forbid if you tried to go in on him, you could do more than just touch a dude. You can actually clothesline him, and then it's like, where's the whistle?
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. On this NBA top list, they have Joel Embiid over Jokic, which is crazy. But yeah,
and how many games has he missed? More than he's played, right?
Probably, yeah, more than he's played. But yeah, no, that was good. Let's go on and segue to the next sport that we got here.
Yeah,
we got
speaking
some
of them, they jumped
MLB.
up. It's 9-1 right now. It was 5-1 when we signed on.
Astros scored 7 runs in like 3 innings.
With Hunter Brown pitching, so
oh, dude, then he signed him immediately. Then he signed him yesterday.
Wow. The A's, they got a Las Vegas patch already on their jersey. On their shoulder.
Dang.
Have they even broke ground yet?
I doubt it.
Yes, fucking Oakland A's Stadium broke ground. Yes, crews have started working on the Oakland A's. I mean, this is AI, so it could be wrong. It's just.
Oh, I love the Google AI overview. Helps you a lot. It's not always right.
I just hope that it is like at least 99% right. But thank you for giving me the short answer. The new stadium in Las Vegas, while groundbreaking ceremony is planned for June 2025. Crews are already digging and testing pilings for the foundation. So June. So apparently next month is when the billionaires are going to be there to cut the ribbon.
Yeah.
Or take the picture with the shovel.
I don't do geotech in my job or soil testing, but that's valuable information to me when I design. Just a little tidbit, but
it better be. That shit right. You see, this country is falling apart. Literally, it's falling apart.
Yeah, no, it is. Kyle, in your opinion, who's the best pitcher of late? These past, let's say a couple years.
Right now, we'll just go with the immediate past, because when your last pitch of a complete game, 13 strikeout shutout is at clocked at 103, my brother, you got my respect. It's Tarik.
Dog, check him. How does this man closing out a game on a strike at 103? Dude, I don't know he had that type of
how do you have that shit in your tank? If you're the batter sitting up, it's at the end of the game, and you like, this dude is just saving that shit? How do you do that?
Dude. Like,
nah, I think it's Skubal. He's definitely the best. He's nasty, and he's the reason why the Astros got shut down last year in the playoffs. Can't hit him. He is a. I mean, you got a lefty with a high leg kick and can pump 100 with ease in the ninth inning. Bro, you better be a winner.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of obvious right now, like a no-brainer. Last year and this year, and just to show what he showed,
he's hard to hit.
Close out. And it's like, dude, how do you like you said? The most impressive thing about that whole game is the last pitch being 103.
It's damn everything else. Like
that's
how
there's
that's
been complete games.
The definition of finish.
Finish strong. That's what that is. There's been complete games. There's been 13 strikeout games, but no one has ever finished a game with an 103 mile per hour pitch, a complete game, right, as a strikeout. And this man did it. And it sucks, right, because Hunter Brown's in the AL, right? So whoever is in the conference...
Hunter ain't winning no Cy Young as long as Tarik is doing this.
Exactly. Whoever's in the conference, second to none, regarding Cy Young. You know, that's not fair. But props to him. I mean, I have no doubt he won. And aren't they leading their division too?
Say what?
Aren't they leading their division also?
Oh yeah, they are. You know who he reminds me of? Sticking to my era.
Justin Verlander.
Especially with the way, with that high leg kick, it can pump gas and it's dominant.
High leg kick, pump gas. Nolan Ryan is not in your era.
I mean, I was born when he was still pitching, but
I mean, he was at the end of his career. The man played in the '60s, my guy.
Okay, and would you still want to face him in '95?
No, I wouldn't want to face him.
Okay, that's my point exactly.
I'm just saying that he's not in your era. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not. I was just alive.
I don't know. Who does the ace remind you of?
Dontrell.
Oh. Okay. I could understand
he had that short burst of where it seemed like he was the best pitcher in baseball for like a short period of time. Got him paid too, but then he kind of fell off after that.
And in my era, I thought you would have said Tim Lincecum.
No, because I say he throws gas.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. But yeah, he's elite. He's legit. He's gonna win every award a pitcher can this year.
But right now the Tigers are probably the best team in the AL.
Yeah,
and a running favorite.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
without doubt. I wonder what their odds were early on.
Oh, their odds are right now it's favorable, but
yeah.
I mean the whole division, AL West, trash. The East, I mean, unless you're going to say the Yankees are going to do something, don't they have pitching issues outside of Cole being out?
Who does?
Yankees.
I don't think so.
I had a chance to look that up.
I mean, even if they do,
they're the best. They're the best team in that division, though. I mean, Judge is going to carry them regardless.
For sure. You know, I didn't see the Orioles being last in theirs.
That's a development issue, man. How did they regress? It was like, damn, they right back to where they were. They had they had the best minor league system for like a couple years straight for a minute.
They do. They're all called up now. You know, they're all in the bigs. I understand why they fired their manager, but
shit. Yeah, that is kind of kind of shocking that they're where they're at right now.
But yeah,
hell, the White Sox are doing better compared to what they were last year. I mean, they still suck,
I think
but the floor was set for them. So,
well, 29 out of 30 teams are doing better than the White Sox last year.
Hold on, has the Rockies won 10 games yet?
Let me see. I have it. I have the standings pulled up right here.
I'm checking. We're going to check. We're going to find out together.
Nope.
At the same time.
They have not.
Oh my God.
9 games.
Oh my God. What is it? 9-45 now?
Exactly.
Oh my Jesus. Okay. Are they going to get to 10 wins before they get to 50 losses?
I have to see the schedule. I want to say yes, but let's hold on. They're playing the Cubs.
That's a loss. The Cubs will
They play
put up
Cubs 3-game series against the Mets, and then one more game against Miami.
Nah, that's it. They ain't getting it.
No, yeah, and then they play the Mets again, and then the Giants, and then Atlanta.
Shit, they might get to 60 before they hit 13.
Dude, it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them.
Oh, yeah. Hey, at least they play in a beautiful ballpark, so.
Oh, yeah.
None of us still go out. And
they still have a high attendance rate, too, at home, though. So I'll give them that. Show them how the A's do it. Don't complain when they're going to leave. But anyway, that's an argument.
What did I see? Did you see Bregman went down?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's down.
Oh my gosh, Devers, check him. He's been doing some witchcraft or something. You need to check.
Practicing voodoo.
Check on his bed. You need to check because a man I don't know if you've seen Bregman's regimen when it comes to like meditating, recovering, all that stuff. Dude has a legit probably 7-figure regimen for his body, and I don't remember at all him going down with the Astros. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, he had a couple stints, but last year he played. I know he played the full season.
I mean, I would use the excuse for cold weather, but I mean, we're summer.
Yeah, we're in summer now. Kind of cool here. It's been raining. I mean, it was hot and other stuff, but now it's been kind of.
Shoot, I've been getting warnings about heat index reaching 110.
Oh shit! It's like 60 right now. Sorry. Yeah, where were we? I lost my train of thought because I'm looking up
Bregman.
The next topic right now. Bregman, yes.
Bregman going down.
Dever and his perfect time. And Dever, come on, he smiled.
He did something.
He got happy.
He did something.
Oh, he was like, well.
Mm-hmm.
He's been ranking though. Still,
he has been. What was Bregman's injury? Do you know or no?
His quad.
Mm.
Don't quote me. Let me check that. Which sounded a lot familiar to when he was here.
Yeah, that's true. Now we're not saying he's this young buck, right? But he still got it.
Yeah. Let's see. Where does it say? Yep. Ooh. They use this. Who's this? I'm not going to use this website. I'm not going to quote y'all. Maybe I should. Maybe I can bring us on. This RotoWire.
I use them.
Yeah, they said it was significant.
Okay, so probably
a
month, at least.
Yeah, they say it would not be surprising to see him sit through the All-Star break.
Yeah, they might put him on the 60-day. I mean, Jordan might as well have been on the 60-day with how long he's been out.
Bro, when is Jordan coming back?
I don't know, dude. Shit. There was rumors about him coming back 2 weeks ago.
And you know how the Astros are with that shit.
I know, dude. I hate it. Look at what's his name? Michael Brentley.
Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Oh, that Brantley shit pissed me off too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said Michael Brantley. But anyway, let's talk some other baseball good news. Let's talk about José Ramírez.
Yeah, we love being random and shit. And I was watching.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember what game they was playing. I was just watching the highlights on MLB Network, and every time I see they show the Guardians, José Ramírez is doing something special. And it's like, and he's been doing that for a long ass time now. Do you think he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory? Sad that they can't win because they can't beat the Yankees for shit in the playoffs. And that's going to keep him from winning a couple rings.
Mm-hmm. Do I think he's on the way?
Right now.
Yes. Do I think he's a Hall of Famer right now? No.
A career 53 WAR.
I don't know what the average WAR is a Hall of Famer. I know like who's up there. Bonds and Babe Ruth are up there, like 100 something.
That's in a different stratosphere, though.
Well, I'm saying, because okay, look, let me explain.
Look at your part. Okay.
My Hall of Fame cut line is very high. Right. I want to see either a high batting average, high home runs, with home runs, a lot of RBIs, maybe some VPs, a World Series, maybe. You know, I want to see the accolades. Now, he does have 6-time Silver Slugger. I will give him that. You know, his best, no lie. I don't think he has a Gold Glove. No. 6-time All-Star. I don't count All-Stars anymore. All-Stars don't count. It's more of a fan thing. I don't mess with All-Star stats anymore. You're on mute if you're talking, sir.
It doesn't hurt, but it's not going to help.
Right, yeah. It's cool to see because some numbers are very high, 15, 17. But, whoopee.
I mean,
that's
just consider the consistency and the loyalty, and just from an emotional standpoint, the loyalty to being.
I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Being in one organization. No, I mean, because
I compare him to Jose Altuve. Right, long tenure with one team. I think Jose Altuve will make it now because of he has MVP, right? 2017.
Career
he has
280 hitter.
Yep, career 280.
I'm talking about Ramirez. So.
Oh yeah, he is, and he's almost at 300 home runs, like 260 or something.
264.
Like that. Yeah. Now Jose Altuve has MVP, has 2 World Series. He also he's the second highest in playoff home runs behind Manny Ramirez. I think Manny has 29. I think Jose Altuve has 27. Do I think Ramirez is better than Altuve career-wise? No. But I do think Altuve is going to make the Hall of Fame. So that means I think Jose definitely has a chance. I say Jose like there's not 20,000 Jose's. Yeah.
You want to know why he has a chance?
Why is that?
I mean, Ramirez has a very legit shot at getting 300.
And that's why if he does get that, fair.
Because two of the most well-known, I'm not putting them, well, at least one of them, I'm not going to put them in that level, but Willie Mays and Andre Dawson.
Okay.
I mean, consistency of power and speed. Okay, there's a lot of guys that who mainly won a lot of Gold Gloves at third for the AL over this span of time.
Oh, dude,
Chapman, yeah, for a good portion when he was in Oakland.
I was gonna say Arenado, but he's NL.
He stopped a lot of dudes from the NL.
Yeah, he kept a lot of dudes from having a chance at the Hall of Fame. I think Arenado's a guy who would make the Hall of Fame for his defense. That's how crazy it is. How many Gold Gloves do you have? It's 10, right?
Like
double
13?
digits.
Some shit like that. Some crazy. Yeah, I mean,
who has pop quiz? Who has the most Gold Gloves of all time? Any position?
It's got to be Mays.
I thought it was Bonds. Let me see.
Bonds has a lot, but doesn't Mays have like 17, 18, some shit like that, almost 20?
And answer is Greg Maddux with 18.
Okay, so I got the number right because I guessed.
You did.
Okay, I'm not gonna be cheap and give myself credit. That makes sense. Greg Maddux, damn, he did win a lot of shit. I'm glad I saw half of his career. That dude.
Yeah. Brooks Robinson, 16.
I could have guessed that.
Jim Cat, I've never heard of Jim Cat. 16. And then you got Pudge Rodriguez with 13. Jim Cat played for the Twins. Pitcher. He was a pitcher. Played in 59 through 83.
See, I was gonna say, my Minnesota colleagues up here will probably be upset with me, but then I'm like, how the hell was I supposed to know that if he started up in the 50s?
Exactly. I playing quiz with my dad. He's a huge baseball guy, right? Stats wise, they gave me home runs either over or under, right? Or they gave me two players. You have to pick which one's higher. I say players from the 70s and 80s I've never heard of, and he's like, oh yeah, he was okay. He was a power hitter. Yeah. Like he knows these guys by name, not image, not anything, but by name. And then sometimes he guesses the home runs to like plus or minus 10.
Yeah, I think at some point I could do that shit for my era.
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably. I don't doubt that. You're like José Ramírez is on the path of Hall of Fame. You're on that path. You're on the path of your stats.
Yeah. But nah, I mean, if you want to go most recent, I mean, Beltran just got in. E300.
Yeah. There you go.
And he got a cheating scandal over his head.
Does he have anything? MVPs like World Series?
Beltran?
Yeah.
I don't think he has MVPs.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think he ever won MVP.
No.
Let me see.
Yeah, and then also, just a side note to you. I know I have the game next for the topic, but we'll probably save that for the next episode, just to add some more juice for because I think this one's going really good.
Nope, never won MVP.
But
3-time Gold Glove,
made it.
2017 World Series, 2-time Silver Slugger.
Made it though.
MVP,
so
yeah, you got
it. A 6-time Silver Slugger. So.
Yeah, so no, I was just had a thought of that, watching him, just watching the shit the other day, and I was like, and I just had the thought come to my head that if this guy as consistent as he has been, could be like a sneaky pick to get in. Definitely not first ballot. He's probably going to take like 3 or 4 tries, but he'll get in.
No, yeah, definitely. I agree with that. He's not first ballot type material, but he is, I would say, eligible, right? Let's go on. Move on to some of your off topic stuff, Kyle. Let's go on and finish off with that.
Oh yeah, we need to stop hyping up ratchetry. Like, I'm tired of seeing this shit with and we talked about it the other day on the other episode with what's his name, Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
And his IG chick. Like, social media. If he wants to be an idiot and spend his money like this, just let him.
Let him be.
We don't need to see a million posts about the shit. And then, why is a G-Wagon a mark of achievement in the hood?
I don't know. I feel like, in the hood, right? Looking from the outside in, it's either a Mercedes, a Bentley, or Chrysler, whatever, or a BMW, right? I think those are the 3 luxury brands that, even if it's 10 years old,
I'm sorry, if I see a G-Wagon, I just go the other way, because it's going to come with a whole lot of problems. But, like, I've always been the type, like, damn, I hear that shit a lot. That's, like, the main car that they want. And I'm like, I don't want what everyone else wants. Like, what makes it special?
Exactly. I want a GMC Denali. That's what I want. I want that nice truck that can pull anything. Because, I'm having fun with this little backyard and front yard. I'm going to want some acreage once I get my house. I'm going to...
You sound like a true Texan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have a gun every half mile. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll maybe mess around and get some cattle.
Have your gun next to your Bible.
Something. I praise the Lord, and I don't know what I'm going to finish with that. I'd rather not finish that. I'm not going to use the Lord's name and put something bad. I'm just going to leave it as I'm just going to praise the Lord. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to say anything else.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I psyched myself out.
I don't need to be getting struck down with lightning all the way up here.
Oh, same here.
But yeah, I'm just like, we need to stop hyping up all kinds of ratchetry.
Agreed.
Because that shit and all this other shit that's going on, like it's. Don't you wish you can see like more productive shit that's mainstream? Like, what is some research that's going on at these universities?
Yeah, of course.
That's getting funded stripped.
Yeah.
Like, just I don't know, just some shit like that. Because I saw that this weekend, and I'm like, this is some dumbass shit.
Oh, agreed. We're in a time right now where media, there's no football, basketball's ending. There's only 4 teams left. They're finding something to talk about. Baseball is okay. If you're not talking about Judge, Shohei, or Skubal, then you're talking about something else. And it ain't football or basketball. I think just the medias are just in a crazy time. Maybe just team-based medias, but just like the Jaguars, I'm pretty sure, not the Jaguars media team, but the Jaguars fan-created medias, right? They're probably trying to push this shit for clicks, you know? And now this just became a Jaguars podcast. What is Travis Hunter doing? He needs to focus on football. Just kidding. But yeah, I think that's all it is.
It kind of makes you wonder if people need to lay off the criticism of Jaden Daniels' mom, because there's a difference I see between the two.
Yeah, I mean, I can see both sides, all right?
I mean,
the man's a grown man.
Imagine if, as suffering as Dion and Shedeur was in this whole draft process, I bet you Dion wouldn't let him do some shit like this.
No, never. They'll probably do it on their own, but no, like even. Well, going back on Daniels, maybe his mom was, saving his career by doing these antics. You know what I'm saying? Keeping him focused on what's paying the bills, what's paying the whole family's bills. Yeah, because I guarantee you, Kyle,
build a family empire.
I guarantee you, Kyle, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, he's gonna be the highest paid QB.
Probably,
it's gonna happen.
Probably gonna have a ring.
You know,
go with it.
I mean, he was right there, conference championship, right? They got Debo now.
Wash, but okay.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna argue with you on that, but.
And last thing, I was looking at something else, and then another from the last game, Angel Reese highlight came across. Yeah, she sucks. She needs help. She sucks. Yeah, 5 offensive rebounds and after missing 4 of your shots. You're playing volleyball out there.
They all came in one sequence.
And I'm just yelling, pass the ball out. Like, it's guys. Yeah, it was kind of hard to watch if you like actually want to appreciate basketball. And then when you're annoying. And that brings to my point that I said earlier, where these athletes are distracted. I mean, she out here being a runway model and doing what we're doing. Shit, we're not getting
podcasting.
Paid. We're not getting paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, to do the shit that you're trying to do. Like, do the shit. And that's with all these athletes, man.
Agreed.
That's why. It's like everyone look at Paul George. His ass sucks now, and all he does is just sits up, and it's like he doesn't even care. And of course they don't care because they got the money.
Yeah,
so,
people are now memeing that Gatorade commercial. Where he's like ball game, right? It just shows like low lights of his career.
And yeah, just keep showing Damian Lillard hitting that shot over him.
Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of rooting for Reese because I was looking forward to a WNBA rivalry.
Her, but damn, she sucks right now.
Yeah, but her talk is like top tier, and then her gameplay is like average.
Don't match.
To be fair, don't match. Caitlin Clark's talk is low tier, gameplay is elite, right? Like
it's
like Brock Purdy talking crap to Patrick Mahomes. Well, Let me try to find a better comparison. Two young people.
Damn, he almost beat him. He could have, because they could have won that game.
Yeah,
he would have been. He would have been talking crap. And look, like Eli Manning. He's talking. He's gonna be talking shit to his grave.
Oh yeah, to Brady, 100%. Yeah, the man still mentions those 2 rings, and it still takes off Brady. He has that over him.
I would. And you know it bothers Brady too. You know it bothers him.
Yeah. Yep. Ruined the
you're
undefeated.
You're a Patriots fan. Which of the 3 Super Bowls New England lost in his era hurt the most?
Definitely the almost perfect season. I asked to not to go to school Monday, and my parents let me stay. That's how much it hurt.
Shit, it'd be a cold day in hell if mine's ever did that for me.
That's how. The second one, I mean, both Giants hurt so bad, right? Because there's multiple plays in each game that could have turned the tide, right? I won't talk about the Wes Welker drop, or I won't talk about the helmet catch, but the one against the Eagles really hurt because I was so confident they were able to go down and win the game. They had the ball last, and you're sitting in the room with me, right? Because like we barely knew each other, kind of. We knew each other enough to like invite someone over because I knew he was an Eagles fan and I was a Patriots fan, and that was the last time I ever invited someone over that's going for the opposing team. I was like, I'm never ever invite anyone over. Brady never lost a Super Bowl after that. You know,
we can't watch the Rockets and Spurs in the same room together?
Oh no, live stream canceled unless it goes to Game 7. But
no, we can't be in the same room if it's Game 7 because we're probably gonna fight.
Oh, for sure. That's why it's gonna be Game 7 for them and us. It's gonna be physical, man. Our relationship is gonna be tested that day because you know the person's gonna talk shit for the whole 365 days. That's for that. No matter what sport, I don't care if football's on, we're still going to mention that, the finals. Or the conference championship, right? Because they're in the same conference. But
one win that will get me talking shit to you constantly, probably every morning that I wake up.
Oh, you don't have to say it. I already know it.
What is it?
It's the Cougars versus Longhorns in football. I already know it. You don't have to explain it to me. You know, you could unmute and laugh too. How much you laugh, you could do whatever you want. But I already know it. That's why I take it easy on you during those games because I don't want that shit to pile up. And then the day that happens, I might have to like delete your number. I'm gonna have to block your number for a day. You know, but then if I do, you're probably gonna find me on socials. Shit, I might come to a message on PS5 just you screaming in the mic.
Thank God for farming. Because I'm getting the plane ticket and going down there if I got to, and just put it on there and pay it off over 6 months, like the rest of America is doing.
Exactly. So, but yeah, you don't have to say it. I know.
I'm serious, man. I will wake up in the middle of the night and just randomly think of any random play that contributed to that win.
I think it would hurt more. I'd rather the Cougars whoop them than it go to like overtime and lose in overtime. I think that would hurt me more. Like, let's say
either way, I'm still gonna talk mad shit.
No, yeah, but
which one would I want? I will probably.
Let's not say 49-0. Let's say more reasonable, like 30-10, right? A blowout, whatever. But
come on, it's the Cougars. It'll be like 49-20. I'll still call it a blowout.
Yeah, true.
Knowing now they'll give up some garbage plays. What was I about to say? No, I will definitely want to see a close game and we pull it out in a heartbreaking fashion. Because not only do I want to win, I want to see the deflation in your face.
Oh no, you're getting up calling me like on Instagram. It's just
I want to see. I want to see kind of like, man, what was something that got me to drop like a oh my gosh moment in sports recently.
I mean, the one that comes to my mind is always Yoran's walk off. That's my top one in the past 5 years.
Well, I'm trying to think of getting screwed though, like losing.
Double doink, Rams versus Saints, Rams versus Vikings, Stephon Diggs. Or no, the Saints, I think.
Saints, Vikings,
Yeah. Missed tackle. All you had to do was tackle him. The game was over. He ran all the way for a touchdown.
Nah, probably. If I'm going way the hell back, it was Damian Lillard, that first shot against the Rockets. Because we was up 1. And then we was down.
You're talking about like on your own team?
Yeah. Well, not even on their own team, just in general.
Mine,
I could have thought of a lot. But that one made me feel like my heart was ripped out, though.
against my own teams, I got probably a lot of them for each one, but I say one for each one. Jorge Soler, right? Astros World Series.
I turned the TV off before.
Dude, I don't think we watched last.
I didn't even see the ball leave the stadium. I saw when he was beating his chest, and then I just turned it off. Then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, he's talking shit.
I haven't even changed the topic. I'm slacking. There you go, off topic. Yeah, for Spurs, Ray Allen, 3.
I'm sure that hurt.
Oh,
I mean, I got him next year.
Yeah, but just the heart drop of it.
Oh yeah.
Just seeing them shoot it and it go in. Just like you have your hands up, you're like, it's not fun. Patriots, I mean, I have a lot. I'll name one playoff and then one regular season. A playoff was, I could throw in Brandon Graham's sack in there, sack fumble, because that ended the game. It was over. After that sack fumble was over.
Sure did.
Regular season, the Miami Miracle. It was a regular season game. Miami needed a touchdown to win. They started going back and forth. They had Gronk playing safety, and he was trying to catch Kenyon Drake. Yeah, that one pissed me off.
Terrible angle.
But that's what happens when you have a 260-pound player, 270 playing safety.
I mean, Adolis Garcia's son in the Astros pissed me the hell off.
That one pissed me off. That one made me mad. But like the heartbreak one was
that actually pissed me off. Like, I'm not gonna even lie. It wasn't like a shocking moment. It was just constantly seeing it, and then him being able to talk his shit afterwards. Like,
you remember the whole.
And then they win it all.
Who Brian Abreu got suspended, right? Because he had hit him one game. You remember that?
Yeah. Bitch ass.
But yeah. But anyway, this was good. This was very good. We're already at the hour mark.
Yeah, you don't even sound like you're sick anymore.
I know. I still feel sick though. I've been drinking 2 bottles of water here. My wife's bringing me Powerade. But yeah.
Good.
Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Check out the YouTube.
Sorry
check
for
out
that
the
video
Instagram.
that you heard, Christy, that Isaiah played out loud the other day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You need a woman to be aware of my surroundings when you send me crap. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead and finish it off.
But yeah, thank you all for listening. We'll catch y'all next time. Later.